At some point during the school year, about 6% of high school students nationwide are considered homeless. They might be camping, couch surfing, staying in a car or motel or shelter.
As 207's Beth McAvoy reports, in North Berwick, teachers, administrators, and community members saw the problem and then did something that rarely happens. They came up with a solution.
From the outside, this house in North Berwick looks like a large, stately Maine home. But inside, the Ryan home, named for the family that used to live here, is the first of its kind in Maine, giving homeless teenagers a place to call home.
When I was teaching, I absolutely knew of students who were couch surfing or living in pretty tough situations. We had a student who lived literally under the stairs of a house in North Berwick.
Sue Austin is the assistant superintendent in MSAD 60. She's also the executive director of the nonprofit The Ryan Home Project, which runs this house.
So the house is set up basically like anybody's house. I mean, it's just a family.
The impetus for the home began in 2017.
I got a phone call from the guidance department and said, we have 2 students who don't have a place to go tonight. We were able to pull together enough, like, short term for the night that they were able to go someplace and not be out, you know, either in their car or on the street. That evening when I went home, I was feeling kind of just defeated.
Until she drove by this house. At the time, it was for sale, and Austin got a radical idea.
We just started rolling, and I gathered a bunch of people together who I knew and who I felt like were willing and able to just put some energy together behind this to, like, create an idea around a place where we could have a place where students could come kind of short notice and have a place to be safe.
The Ryan home opened to students in January 2020. Since then, 11 students have lived here, including Raiden.
It's going really well, actually. I like it a lot.
He's 18, a senior at Noble High School, and would prefer we don't share his last name.
So I was having some issues at home where it was considered not safe for me to live there.
Of all the residents the Ryan home has had so far, he's lived here the longest.
I've definitely improved a lot since I've come here.
Raiden, he is definitely going to be one of our success stories. He's very focused. He has a plan. He knows what he wants to do. He just needed a stable place to make sure that he was going to be able to carry that out.
Meg Fox has taught for more than 2 decades at Noble High School.
I love teenagers. I think they're fascinating. They're fun. It's really cool to see, kids become adults.
She and her husband, along with their daughter and many pets, live here.
So I'm the house mom. My husband's the house dad. It's all the interaction with the pets we feel like is really therapeutic and helps the kids, sort of relax and feel like this is a home.
They get paid a modest stipend to live at the home and oversee the residents.
It's like their job is to be the parent, but they're not your parent. So it's a little weird, but you get used to it pretty quick.
It can be hard at times because you're right, I never get away from teenage energy, which is a lot.
She really, truly understands the complicated teenager.
I like taking care of teenagers.
Meg is one of the best people ever. I had her for my history class in 10th grade. So that was my mind was blown when I realized that I was going to live with her here.
What makes her great?
She's just a really, really, really nice person.
3 students can live at the Ryan home at one time, and things here run much like a typical household.
We try to do dinner together at least 5 or 6 nights a week.
You gotta do chores.
You have to be in school.
There's a curfew.
They have to make sure that their room is clean.
It's just like a house. It's just like your family.
The biggest thing that we try to emphasize to the kids who come here is that this is our home. And we want it to be their home as well. And, we talk a lot about respect of, the space, respect of the people that live here. We talk about everybody's on their own journey. And we are here to provide as much support as possible to everyone who's in the house.
How has it been living with other kids?
It hasn't been hard. It's been good. Do have to go through a period of being shy when they first get here. So I'm shy around new people, but after I get comfortable, it's really easy.
We've had students who basically have come to us and said, I've pretty much been on my own for the past 3 years and it's not going so well.
The Ryan home isn't a perfect fit for all kids, but it's trying to give teenagers facing homelessness a chance at a better life.
There are some kids that have not lasted very long because of not being willing to live within the parameters of the house.
There's always something good that they have gotten from this experience, and hopefully, even if we've just planted some seeds of, this is how you can make your life better, that can be really, really powerful.
Every one of these kids will be able to look back in time and say, there was a time in my life, it might have been 3 weeks, or it might have been 6 months, or it might have been longer, that people really cared about me, and they gave me that feeling that, I'm worthy of a good place to be.
It costs about $90,000 a year to run the Ryan home. Sue Austin says the community support has been amazing, but they're constantly looking for new ways to become sustainable. We have a lot more information about this nonprofit on our website, including ways you can get involved.